Alright, so you already know who we are. This video right here is about bullshit lies.
So basically it's just we're gonna go over a few things that throughout our time of losing weight we have found to be a bunch of lies, or things that at least they don't tell you all that you need to know.
Yep.
They just assume that you're a certain weight, a certain height, and certain body fat percentage, and they don't really think about, don't touch me, they don't think about what you're actually doing with your life or where you stand right there at that point.
Except, alright, so if you got a guy that's 160 pounds, he's pretty in good shape, they might tell him he needs to eat however many calories, like over, how much you think?
About 2,000.
Around maybe a little bit less than 2,000 calories. But, so people might think, oh, that's the average of what I need to eat. No, it's not. If you're a fat motherfucker, you don't need to eat 2,000 calories. If you're trying to lose weight, you need to be maybe like, you can stay under 1,500 calories, which that's...
Well, it'll depend on, you should be eating, it depends on how much you want to lose. What you need is usually a body fat percentage calculator, or just a body, well yeah, pretty much that. And then, based on that, it depends on how rapidly you want to be losing weight. But really, calories isn't even the biggest one. The biggest thing you want to be looking at is carbs, and I would say sugar, and then maybe saturated fat after that.
Because a lot of people talk about you want to worry about total fat, because total fat, I mean, fat's not good for you. That's more of the shit you can't see inside your body that's going around arteries and shit. But sugar, that's what creates the fat that you can visibly see.
And a lot of people will say fat doesn't make fat, sugar makes fat, and that's because it does. It'll just go straight into fat. It takes a lot more to burn sugar. Usually sugar just goes straight into fat though, which your body doesn't really know the difference. Your body just sees it as energy, so it's not really, it just likes to store that away, especially if you already have those calories to be used.
And if you're doing like a low carb thing, eat like what we did. Oh yeah, we were going to talk about this in the last video. I just want to mention this from our last video. We were talking about our week transformation thing where we lost about 10 pounds, 8 pounds around there. What we did was we just worked out hard. A lot of people would look at what we did as unhealthy, which can also be considered a bullshit lie if you're already fat. If you're a big motherfucker and you got calories to burn, by all means do what we did. What we did was we basically cut carbs down to under 100 carbs. I cut mine down to 50 because I was a little bit bigger than him, 50 or less. And just eating chicken, fish, shit like that doesn't have carbs. It's good for you. But just wanted to get out of the way. Another bullshit lie I was thinking about was you don't want to be looking up just one website that tells you your body fat percentage. You want to do a couple different things, because one might say, like I looked up one that said if I do 1,000 jumping jacks within 15 minutes, I'm burning 6,000 calories. If you're going to see some shit like that that's going to get your hopes all high, you want to research that.
Yeah, and always just be sure to double check and look around. And when you do these high intense workouts and very low carbs, or low carbs and low calories, just be sure, obviously, that it's healthy to a point, and don't do it for too long. Do it about a week if you have to. I mean, it's kind of more of a last resort, but you have to be sure that you yourself can stay on track, or like after that, don't just go back to the way you were eating, because you're just going to gain all that weight back and get rid of all that work, and you don't want to be hopping on and off this diet. You want it to be a one-time thing to get it kick-started, and then go ahead and slightly lose weight as you keep going.
And don't be thinking that if you're eating low carbs, because this is kind of what I started off doing. I said, okay, low carbs, I need to be eating 10 carbs a day. Now, that's stupid, because your body needs the energy to work. If you don't have the energy, what the hell are you going to do? You're not going to do shit because you're fat and you don't got carbs.
See, what you usually need to do is you want to do something called HIIT training, which we'll actually make a separate video about that. We'll probably actually make that the next video, so we'll call it, I don't know.
We'll figure that shit out in a minute.
Fastest weight loss or something like that.
Because that's what we did.
Different diet. I don't know. Something about different dieting. Just take a look through our channel, and it'll be up in there, like, fucking soon.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
One other thing I just wanted to throw in, HIIT training is actually what we did. Because we lost like 8 to 10 pounds in 1 week. What we did is HIIT training. A lot of people will think, oh, better hop on that treadmill and run a mile or two, and that's going to drop fat. It's not going to drop. It'll drop fat, but not like HIIT training will. If you're HIIT training, you're sweating, you're burning fat, and your body keeps burning afterwards, That's it.
Good thing about HIIT training is there's also a way to be keeping muscle while you're doing it. When at first we kind of did start with the treadmill thing, and I immediately saw myself, I started dropping in muscle too, which, I mean, you weigh less, but nobody wants to just weigh less. They want to be looking better, and they want to have less fat, more muscle on them. So that's why you usually want to do HIIT training and keep it.
Exactly. All right, well, thanks for watching. Do comment, subscribe if you like the video, if you heard something that you like and you learned some shit.
We'll have more videos coming up, so if you want to see that, if you want to know more about HIIT training, just wait. We'll have it up probably in like 20 minutes.
Fix your fat ass.